to celebrate December. So I'm so excited we have a giveaway this month. And if you'd like to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is answer on any of the videos posted in December the answer to this question. What life lesson taught you how to love yourself? The winner of this question will get a energy manifesting session with me announced on December 28th. The winner of this question on the Patreon community, so go on to Patreon, Reiki Healing Hope, will win a spot in the 2022 Reiki Master Teacher cohort. I'm so excited. Also, check your girl out. All of these sessions can be heard on Tidal, Apple, all kinds of little music stuff. Look out for the weekly moon cycle readings on Array Tarot, as well as the podcast Organize Your Purpose and all this other stuff that we be doing. And Reiki Healing Hope speaks for all of the non-ASMR Reiki. So I'll see you soon. Welcome back, family. Welcome to the Reiki Healing Hope community, a place to heal, relax, be yourself, and be surrounded by those who want to see you blossom and or bloom. I am Jessica Sup. I also go by Jet, a Reiki Master Teacher and Intuitive, and today we have a special healing session. We're going to be focusing on what's real, kind of giving this energy of the Venus going into Capricorn and exploring that in the healing session for those who are working through that energy. So it's all about creating strong foundations in what you truly are attracted to and what you truly build on top of, in your passion and the beauty and just enjoying life. So if you're new to the community, babies, welcome. This is your nightly self-care routine. And for all my babies who are returning, Mama loves you. So just relax. We're going to go through this session and just breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Just moving with the energy here. Connecting with your deepest sense of peace. Your deepest feeling of love. Your deepest feeling of certainty. Looking at yourself like a beautiful flower, just blossoming and or blooming, as you know what we do here. But even more important than that, just feeling the experience of life in the most beautiful way for you. Breathing into each and every moment as you are relaxing into this energy. Surrendering to what is real rather than what is the delusion, or what do we get lost in thought. So in this session, just breathe in and out, in and out. And again, welcome to non-stop November, but fun. Attracting and manifesting your deepest goals and desires. But instead of chasing what the external wants, how about we feed the internal, so there's something inside of you that nobody knows, but makes you so happy. And we're just going to energetically pour some water onto that and allow that seed to grow. Doesn't matter if it looks like anybody else's definition or society's definition of success. Fuck that, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is if it's important in you, the seed within you. So let's follow that next level, to trust that everything that you've gone through has been building you into this person who is about to go to your next level. And there's nothing you can do to prevent yourself from going there. Whether that is in love, life, accomplishment, and success. Feel free to use the comment section to share your crunchy goals, those huge goals, or even share your experience, how it feels to just go with the energy, work with the energy instead of working against it, removing the challenges and bringing in what you truly need. Not trying to micromanage, not trying to control the universe, but to work with the universe, to accept yourself, and to say to yourself, I love this dream for you. Or you could say it like this, I love this dream for me. I love this dream for me. I'm going to work to build this dream, and hold that dream in your heart. And what it feels like is it feels super pure. It feels super youthful in its energy, childlike energy. It feels like the way you dreamt as a child. It still makes you blush. It gives you butterflies. Fall back in love with that dream, and let's open up the opportunity for you to make it happen, because it's going to align, and you're going to be given an option to step forward into it or to continue the same cycles you've been on. So it's up to you to decide. What are you going to do? You're going to step forward into it. Are you going to stay on the same cycles? If you're here, I think the answer is you're ready to step forward into it. I think you've already made that choice energetically. And watch as your life shifts and changes and moves at a new karmic speed, in a way that brings you your highest peace, your highest love, and your highest clarity. Feel the power growing within you without needing any external validation. Follow my hands as I trace your energy and show you the path that you need to take to go towards this dream in your heart. Keep your heart open. Keep your energy open. Accept that you are destined for so much more. And release yourself from the karmic baggage of the past. Walk into this new arena, this new meadow, this new field, and just enjoy. You deserve this. You deserve this. You deserve this peace. You deserve this love. You deserve this protection. You deserve this balance. You deserve this. You deserve this. You deserve this. And I want you to repeat after me. I deserve this. 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 vibrational state rising, you're going to feel the peace of your heart, and you're going to see the purpose in your path. So just keep breathing through this. Just keep relaxing into this. Be hopeful for yourself. Be certain for yourself. Allow your energy to be beautiful for yourself. Find a way to love every moment of every day for yourself. Remember that this path has been perfectly chosen for you, and that you co-create what it is that you want. That if you choose to embrace the beauty of life, that is what you see, and let go of the tragedy of pain, or the tragedy of obstacles, or the tragedy of trauma, you will release that as well. Reality still stays the same. There will still be challenges. There will still be easy times. But how you perceive them really defines how you live life. How do you choose to live life? It is your choice. And the soul can grow weary of always being in a deep state of sadness, when all it really wants to do is to evolve, to change, to transform, to use the energy from pain to blossom into its next chapter. Let go of the sadness. Let go of the depth of the feelings. yourself that what you want in your heart is purposeful for life. And that's all you have to do. Show up each and every day, feeding and watering that beautiful gift, that dream that has been sitting in your heart for all of these years, and bring them into the forefront. Hold them in your hand, and we will hold them as well. Every time you see your gift, give yourself a smile. Every time you're reminded of why you were so passionate about it, give yourself a smile. Every time you breathe in this beautiful experience of life that has given you an opportunity to help others along the way, allow there to be a smile, and exhale and let go of what no longer serves you and what needs to be released from its karmic past. Give me a couple more breaths here. Well, family, you did a fantastic job, sweetheart. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy for you. You know that dream you have, or dreams, you know they were meant to happen. It's the gift you brought. It's the gift your soul brought into this physical experience as you came into this world. But you brought them for a reason. You brought them to raise the vibrational frequency of humanity, to help, to heal, to guide. And it is your responsibility to bring that dream into life. And it will be difficult, but it will not be impossible. And the true difficulty is really in your own faith within yourself. Obstacles, they come and go, that's normal. But really believing in yourself consistently day in and day out those facial muscles. Release them. Go into the throat. Give me a deep breath, inhaling and exhaling, letting it go. So I'm just going to move any excess stuff that may have been caught, whether that is in your thoughts, which is stress, in your feelings, which may have felt repressed, like you couldn't just let them come out, in your voice, where you feel like you can't say what you want to say. I'm going to remove all of that so that you can go to sleep without the need to overthink or the need to bring anything else into the moment except for relaxation of you. So let me come back to the energy. How is it feeling? You can use the comment section to share how you're feeling. How is it feeling? Now I'm going to begin to read messages for the collective. As you know, collective messages are things we're all experiencing. We all have our own individual paths and very particular things that we experience on an individual level. So collective messages are what we are experiencing as a whole. So as I read over the energy, I'll tell you what comes up. So a word came up, fear, but that's really not that important. Visually, what came up was it looked like clouds on a sunset, but almost like the smoke of like a factory of something. That the clouds, when you take a step back and you look at the smoke, it looks like almost like a sunset. And the way that I'm interpreting that message is, regardless of what's happening in your life, the way you perceive it is really what brings value to it. So if you're looking at something with an optimistic lens, that's what you'll see. If you're looking at something with a pessimistic lens, that's what you'll see. But it's even deeper than that. It's not just optimism and pessimism. It's saying there is beauty in everything. So in every moment when you feel sad or uncomfortable or facing fear, things like that, that it is an opportunity to find the beauty in each moment, the beauty in destruction, the beauty in creation, the beauty in stagnation, the beauty in fear. And so I think the focus here is fear. So if there's anything that's coming up for you that is fearful in your life, or even irrational fear, find the beauty in it. Instead of trying to chase, not being able to sit in the feeling, accept the feeling, and find the beauty in it. Allow the soul to be an artist in this moment, painting a beautiful picture. So I'm going to go back in and continue to work your energy now throughout your shoulders, your front, your back body, and release and let go. Finding the wisdom in the peace we're also going to soothe the energy so that you know you don't have to keep it on at all times and relax. So just take a couple moments. I'm going to be sending you just some relaxing energy, connecting with yourself here, breathing in and exhaling, releasing and letting go, feeling the energy flow from the neck all the way down the chest to the lower limbs, to the feet and out, even through the arms. And let's just remove any negative energy from the body, anything that is throwing it off balance. As you all know, I teach, and so I try hard not to look at things just in a blanketed term of positive and negative, and more of the fact that just energy is energy and it's vibrational. So we're recalibrating you to the correct vibration that you need to be in, which is different for everyone. You know, someone's trash is another person's treasure. Your frequency may not be another person's frequency. Also a reminder, do not bend your frequency to someone else, and do not require someone else to bend to yours. We can all beautifully coexist in this space. So now working on the body, relaxing the shoulders here energetically, and removing that tough day, any expectations that we may put on ourselves that are no longer serving us, and release this moment. Find peace and sweetness in who we are, and find love and balance in the beauty that we create, in the moments that we share with ourselves and others. You are beautifully connected. You are divine. This is the moment where you shine. So breathe in and tap into those resources that you feel within yourself. Even see yourself connected to your energetic helpers, your archangels, ancestors, animal symbolism, your guides, whatever that is important to you. See yourself being surrounded by this energy and accepting it as it fills you up, receiving messages or just helping you to heal. If there's any particular areas you want to focus on, whether it is emotional healing, mental healing, energetic healing, physical healing, spiritual healing, whatever you're looking to heal, it's probably going to be a combination because everything touches each other. Let's go to those areas and let's allow the energy to flow in a way that it is filling it up and it is flushing and cleansing it out, okay? So just opening yourself up, opening your heart up, opening that space up, sending that energy in, releasing and letting it go. Now at this point, feel yourself go deeper and deeper into the sleep. You can do this as you sleep. There is no need to have to be up or be about. Just relax into this, filling it all the way to the toes, back up, wrapping you in this energy, wrapping you for the night, creating a cocoon of compassion, of release yourself, to let loose, to let yourself go, flow, and exist in this beautiful energetic void that lives between you and your dream world. And in those dreams, begin to drift into the slumber, allowing sweet thoughts to flow through your head of comfort, of relaxation, of purpose, of passion, and to let go of the need to always be on. You're not going to miss anything. In fact, you are missing the opportunity to receive these beautiful, beautiful dreams. So it's time to get there. Time to connect. Time to find balance. Time to find patience, strength, and courage. No judgment. Surrendering to all that is you. Sleeping here now. And now I'm just going to rock the energy back and forth. I'm not going to do anything else except rocking this energy. Allowing you to find calm. Allowing you to find stillness. Allowing you to find balance. Patience. Clarity. And understanding. Bringing this energy here and allowing it to form in the way that it needs to. You can see your dreams more clearly. You can access that information. You can surrender to all that is in front of you, happening on your behalf and for your greatest good. And you can go to sleep. 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 To sleep. To sleep. To sleep. To sleep. To sleep. Rest in the moment and go to sleep. Well, family, you did a fantastic job. I hope you are deep in sleep and well rested in your energy. Take as much time as you need to continue this flow and let go of everything else. You deserve it. You have been doing so well. This is to take care of yourself, okay? Take care of yourself. The top priority, always make sure you're good before you do anything else. So if you're new to the communities, welcome, babies. This is your nightly self-care routine. And if you're returning, welcome back, sweetheart. Mama loves you. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. We start the session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Baby, also, I am paid in smiles, sweetheart, okay? Got it, so I need that. So you ready? May I also touch you? Okay. Take a couple breaths. Okay, just breathe in and out here, okay? Just working through the energy right now. Relax. Just breathe into this moment, okay? Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual So, now that we have signed the Reiki symbol, simply to hold the space, just breathe in and out here. And I want you to just go as slow as possible and as relaxed as possible, sweetheart. Just relax into this. And start to see in front of you ways that you can take care of yourself. Just cute little things. All the way to extravagant things like, I want to go on a whole forest trip and glamp. Or like go on a forest trip and forage. Whatever's appropriate for you. And just breathe into that. And surrender. Surrender to the possibility of it happening. Surrendering to the peace that it could happen. Surrender to the hope that it could happen. Now give me something minor. Little things like, I'm gonna go get some ice cream. When I say I was like, when I randomly go to Krispy Kreme, baby, I will randomly go to Krispy Kreme, just get a hot donut. And when I tell you, if that sign is not on, I will take my ass up the street. One time I went like 3 times in a day because the sign was not on. I said, baby, I'm gonna give me a hot donut, okay? I called them up. So that's just an example of what I would do. So there are smaller luxuries that a person could have. And once I got my donut, instead of getting the one that I wanted, I got a 3-pack because you never know. And I hoovered that joint, so, But that was just my little self-indulgent thing to do. That joint was breathing in and out here. But I want you to be very lighthearted about it too, okay? Just something that'll put a smile on your face. Maybe you want some more acrylics, both in nails and paint. Like maybe you're a painter or something like that, or you want to try And no, sweetheart, you are not going to be lonely. That doesn't mean you're not going to find somebody, or you're not going to have friends or family or chosen family, okay? It just means that you no longer have those unrealistic expectations of needing to find what you need outside of you. That'll just perpetually lead to never getting what you truly want. If you can take responsibility for your own happiness, and if you can take responsibility for your own power, that you have the power to give yourself the happiness you're looking for, baby, is a game changer. Just remember me when you make it, okay? Shout out your girl. So breathing in and out here, relaxing into this. So I'm going to be quiet for a couple of moments. That's usually when I'm doing blessings, or I'm going in to get some intuitive work, but I'm going to just do a blessing here. So just breathe in and out, and I want you to continue to receive all of these beautiful things that you want, whatever it is you want that allows you to take care of yourself, okay? Just breathing in and out. I have a little bit of maybe some inaudible words, so that as I'm saying it, you can still get some of this kind of like ASMR-y stuff while I'm saying it, okay? You know, just keep you in the moment. Okay. Gotta know your audience, baby. Breathe in and out. Again, paid with smiles. Exhale. Thank you for that. The greatest understanding of to go through. They need to go through. Give us the greatest amount of we can understand. The greatest. Let them know that they're with you. All that they bring it to their heart chakra, to the greatest amount of energy, infinitely on their path alignment. So, okay. Breathe. Relax. Breathe. Relax. Breathe. Relax. Breathe. Relax. We're gonna keep on doing this, okay? Breathe. Relax. Pull in all those things that you want. Breathe. Relax. Be very clear and focused. Only choosing things for your highest vibrational good. Only choosing things that you are actually in control of. If it's love, make sure that you have unconditional love for yourself, and that your support, and that your partner has that for themselves, and you all can support that within each other. If it's career, that you are living a purpose that you feel drawn to and you're happy to live. Family, that you are supported, that you have healing from the past, and that so much support and community for the future. Just, you know, different things that people need, okay? A couple more breaths here. Final breath. Release and let go, okay? So I'm just going to do a little bit of maintenance here. I'm going to go a little bit slower this time, because I want you to relax here. I want you to breathe into those things that you do to take care of yourself. Now, see some past stuff that you've done before, okay? Sweetheart, I want you to see something that you've done in the past in which you really took care of yourself. Whatever's the first thing that come up, go with it. And just start to say thank you to yourself. Oh, thank you for doing that. I really appreciate that. That was cool. Or thank you. I was nervous at that time, but now that I did it, it feels fantabulous. Or whatever you want to use. And while you're thanking yourself, I'm just going to go through this energy, okay? And relax. You know, a part of your nightly self-care is going in and doing the work to make sure you feel comfortable at all times, to make sure you are supported at all times. And I tell you all the time, I am a healer, I'm an intuitive, but I'm a facilitator of the space. You do the work. So don't believe that it's me, it's you. If you show up and you take care of yourself, that's the most important part. The power, or what I'm trying to give in a healing session, is for you to see your true power, your true ability. I simply hold the space just to hold you accountable. If you just need that little space carved watch your favorite show, or if you're doing this really well and you're like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, up it another notch. I want you to just be grateful for breathing, okay? And just pull that energy. Get used to feeling how good that feels without you having to do anything. That is the vibrational state you should stay at as often as you possibly can, okay? So breathing in here, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to make it a bit inaudible for you, or unintelligible, because inaudible would mean I wouldn't say anything, but unintelligible means you don't know what I'm saying. Breathing in and out, okay? Okay. Universe, work in the highest amount of confidence, bring in the highest amount of clarity, give it the greatest amount of there's no power within itself that others can see. Greatest amount of healing, greatest amount of confidence, their journey to be full, to be taken peace in their heart and their soul. Okay. Tell me how you feel. Use the comment section. Let me know if anything is coming up. And also support someone in the comment section by liking a comment or just saying some positive, encouraging words or some helpful words, you know. I know everybody is not a robot. They're not happy all the time. That's completely fine. But it doesn't hurt you to say something encouraging to someone, okay? Because you never know how sharing your story can help another person, and you never know how just encouraging someone can really brighten someone's day. So breathing in here and exhaling, moving and shifting through that energy. So I'm going to take a couple moments just to work with the aura. Honestly, just to play with your aura a little bit. I'm done working with it now. I'm just kind of having fun. Maybe I gotta have fun too, okay? Just like woo, 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 woo. And I invite you to have fun with me. Trust yourself. Trust the path. You got this. Anything you want in your heart, you're meant to have. And anything you're searching for is already within you, okay? Understand that. Understand that. Understand that. Understand that. Understand that. And finding peace here. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you're new, we start the session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer, just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experiences and bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay, babies, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Just let it go, okay? May I touch you? Okay. Just relax. Okay, relax. I'm just gonna place my hand right there on your third eye, okay? And just breathe through it. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intention and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, and religions and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. So I'm going to go with the Reiki symbols. My sweet little babies, just to get us started. Okay, so sweetness, just breathe in and out and relax into this moment. Feel free to drift to sleep, drift to slumber, and relax. Or you can channel or go into a trance session here and breathe through this, okay? And relax. Be sweet to yourselves, babies. Be kind, be loving. Give yourself all this beautiful energy. Okay? And shower yourself in this beautiful gift of love, compassion, compassion, forgiveness, kisses, all that sweet stuff. And just relax in the moment. Now you know I'm paid in smiles and YouTube ad revenue. Y'all know I'm gonna be cheesy. I just do things to make you laugh, because when we do this work, the more that we're just relaxed. Let's just be relaxed, okay? So just breathe through this and just be yourself. So clearing away past pain and giving you a fresh start in relationships, in love, in connection. You deserve the love you are looking for. You deserve the beautiful peace and space that you need to develop yourself in a romantic and in a self-love way. You deserve all of these things. So let's just recalibrate your energy to that frequency that best serves your life force energy. And for you to fill yourself up with this beautiful energy surrounding you that is love and compassion. So let's just realign your energy, because it's like, so let's bring it back in, okay? Sweetness, we're just gonna bring this back into line, because sometimes when our energy is spread out too wide, we're all over the place. Let's just bring it in and just narrow it. We want laser focus on our understanding of this. So I'm gonna go in and do some past work, relieving any pain that is surrounding partnership, or those that have hurt you in the past, or if you have hurt others in the past. So going in and releasing the need to hold on to any pain that still lingers from the past. Letting go of the memory that no longer serves you, keeping the wisdom, of course, and release it onto its evolutionary path. And let it be, let it go. 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 Focusing on your energy, focusing on your vibrational frequency, so that you are elevating yourself to a level to be able to receive the type of love and support you need, and the level of maturity that's needed to receive it as well. So working through this energy, flowing in various directions and working it through. I'm going to check to see if there's any messages that come across. They are collective messages, one that we can all resonate with. And so they're very much so high level messages. So sometimes they're just one word or a feeling or sensation, but something that we can all, as a collective that are tuning into the session, can benefit from. So I'm going to be quiet for a couple moments, but I'm still going to be here with you. And I'm just going to see if there's any messages that come across during the session, okay? So just breathing in here, relaxing. Okay. So it's actually a very cute message. It is like a cloud with you lying on the cloud, and the cloud is almost like your bed, and you're just, and the way I would interpret the way that it's coming across is you're looking for comfort right now. There's a lot of things that have taken you out of your comfort zone, and you're just looking for comfort at the bare minimum. Something that feels like home, something that will finally let you just put your bags down and relax. And so let's work on that during were so cute in those clouds. It's like, oh my gosh, that's so freaking precious. So let's just move this energy through and just work through layers, letting go one at a time, releasing and unzipping ourselves to the next part of us. It's like Shrek, the onion with layers. So let's just move it through and work through this energy. And I'm just going to slightly remove any lower vibrational experiences that no longer resonate with you in this moment. And I'll just help you do this as you release it yourself. Breathing through the space where you can find yourself again and you can realign yourself with the love that you deserve, with the love that brings you smiles, with the love that brings you kisses, with the love that brings you comfort. We're all looking to be comfortable. So allow yourself to be receptive to whatever kind of love that you need right now in your life, okay? And perhaps if you're on a journey and you're trying to figure out if the love is right for you, does it bring you comfort? Does it make you feel like a cloud, taking a nap with a cloud blanket on top of you? A fluffy pillow. And you could sleep for hours, Have you ever had like a snow day? And you don't have to get up and go to school. And it's just so cozy because it's cold outside, but it's warm in the bed. And you don't have to do anything except just lie there. And it's like the day has so much potential. That's what love should feel like. That there's so much potential. That it's comfy like a snow day. And that it's relaxing and peaceful. Okay, I'm starting to feel your shift now. And I feel pretty good about that. Just breathe through this. Okay, so what else? Okay, now, as I work with your aura, I'm gonna go ahead and say love takes time. It takes patience. The love that takes the most time is always the best love, the love that stays the longest. The love that you didn't even realize was growing for so long, so that it can stay where it is. And love is also multifaceted, okay? People are going to come into your life in, different durations, and they're going to leave whenever they're or you are ready for this energy to separate. And that's okay. Love doesn't have to be permanent forever. You're going to love a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to love you, and that is okay. And then you have a couple people that you'll go the course with, and that is okay. Just remember that the love you receive is always a reflection of the love within you. So any changes that you want to make externally have to come from internal shifts. And that takes times. It can take months. It can take years. But you're worth it. You're worth this shift and this change. And for the right energy to enter into your life. And for you to be able to surrender to that energy and that energy to surrender to you, okay? So now I'm just going to use some hand positions just to relax you. We've done all we needed to do. And let's just relax your energy at this moment. Sweetness. And just relax into yourself, into your body, into your energy, into your connection. And be patient. As we fluff up your energy. And just take your time here. Relax into this. Remove any distractions that prevent you from relaxing. Remove any distractions that prevent you from relaxing. And start to find yourself in this beautiful, comfy bed. Cold and snowy outside, and you're wrapped up nice and tight. And you're just breathing in and out. And there's no place that is more comfortable than this place and this moment. No other place you'd rather be except for right here, in this space and in this moment. And breathe in to who you are and what you want and what brings you comfort, and find that comfort. Understand that discomfort plays a role in the experience of the universe, but it is not to punish, only to point out, only for reflection. We're going to learn in different ways. So, take what you need and leave what you don't. Find the space to relax in yourself. Let go of anything that is no longer serving you. And connect with your deepest understanding of the beautiful energy that surrounds you. You are love. You are light. And you are courage. All things for the highest vibrational good. Continue to breathe. 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 And relax into this feeling. We're just going to take this time to focus on you and chin up, to celebrate you, celebrate your accomplishments, celebrate just whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a big thing to celebrate you. So just focusing this energy on you and allowing you to be balanced. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. If you're new, welcome, 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 babies. This is your nightly self-care routine, and if you're returning, love you. If you'd like more, you can join our inclusive community on Patreon. And if you're looking to become a Reiki practitioner, you can join the trainings with the link in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started. Just take a couple breaths in and out. Again, in and out. In and out. In and out. Relax. Relax into it. So, release what needs to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And of course, God can be universe, source, or whatever it is you believe in. I don't tell you what to believe in. I just hold a space for you to believe in whatever it is you want to believe in. So let's just go ahead and relax into this. And it's time to think about some things that you have done that you're very proud of. So just working with the energy around you. If you feel comfortable doing so, you can sit upright, you can lay back, and just be in a comfortable position. Hands up, a gesture of receiving, our hands down. You're like, look, I got too much shit going on in my life anyway. And I just need to mellow out. Whatever it is for you, that's okay. And breathing into this moment, receiving that energy, just filtering into your body, cleansing away, removing anything that has been coming up and irritating you and just taking up space. Remember, we talked about that when things come up in your life, it is not because you're doing something wrong or that you have to try to fix it so you don't feel uncomfortable. In fact, it's not that at all. It's just giving us the opportunity to look at some areas of our life that need improvement. And it's going to feel uncomfortable for a certain amount of time. But don't look to try to quickly not feel it. Instead, just pay attention and start to make gradual changes. And that's really the best way to approach it. Okay. Now, we're going to go into a channeling state. And what I want you to do is just relax. Feel a connection, almost like a cord or tether, or maybe something better would be just a beautiful energetic rope. Feel this energetic rope connected to you and your highest self. See this energetic cord and start to hover above your body. So we're going to do it in 3 breaths. 1. Exhale. You're still safe. You're still connected to you. 2. You got that. And 3. Pulling and separating. Now, looking at yourself, looking at your life from the macro view. Seeing everything. And when you take a step back, things seem simple. It's like when you go into a field and you look up at all the stars and you think you have all of these personal problems. You really don't. There are these big balls of energy in the sky that may have or may have not burned out billions of years ago. And yet we are just one little ant on one little planet, just milling about. You know, our lifespan is like that. So whenever you feel like just things are overwhelming, if you can, go out and look at the stars, and you'll see that you are a part of something bigger and greater, and that you don't need to worry. Let me tell you something, things always just, they work out. You may not always get the answer that you want, but everything eventually gets to somewhere. You've been stressed out before, right? And then you weren't stressed out. It's okay. We're not going to force it. And as you're looking over yourself, start to notice all the things that you are doing right. All the things that you show up for, and that you connect your energy to, and that you give, and that others are so appreciative of. All of that energy across lifetimes, so different lifetimes in which your soul has incarnated into, and start to see themes, start to notice certain things that may be a pattern across, and just breathe into that. No judgment, no confusion, just allow it to be. Receiving these messages, are there any particular themes that your soul continues to pop up with? Feel free to share that in the comment section. And just move the energy through. And it doesn't have to be linear. It doesn't even have to make sense. Just flow with the energy. Flow with the energy. And surrender to your own path. Now I want you to see this life play out to the fullest. And if you want to, you can even see beyond into the next. What do you notice? What were those great triumphs in this life? And how can you continue to celebrate those moments? See how your next life will be, breathing in and out into this space, and how every incarnation of you is building and maturing your soul to bring you back to that unconditional love that you came from. You're constantly finding your way back by evolving through these life lessons from this life school. But ultimately, you will always return back to the unconditional love that you came from, with a greater sense of awareness and appreciation for all that is living, and the multifaceted experience of energy as it incarnates in different forms. So, looking at all of these things, feel free to ask yourself questions, even questions that may apply to this life. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I let go of stress? How do I release this? How do I find the direction that I'm looking for? How do I surrender to a purpose and a path that makes good sense to me? And you can also just watch your life too. That's one way, observation, to see all that you have come from and all that you are going. Take a couple moments. Breathing into this. Surrender. Let it go. Removing any distractions, any doubt, any thoughts or beliefs that no longer serve you or limiting you or just preventing your soul from evolving. And also taking the judgment away. Problems may seem so grand in the moment, but when the soul steps back and looks, it notices that it's just a drop in the bucket. Don't focus on it. See this big picture and connect with that. Now, allowing the body to continue to hover, I want you to bring it back into the physical. And as you are breathing into this physical experience, I want you to connect with something that you have done that you can celebrate, that brings a smile to your face. I cooked this beautiful X, Y, and Z. I did this lovely thing. I took time for me. I faced a fear. I showed up for myself. Whatever it is for you, it is time to celebrate you and to focus on energetic foot in front of the other, as long as you keep on going forward, you will find what you are looking for. And there will be a space for you wherever you go and wherever you grow into. Never be afraid to show up for yourself. Never be afraid to question how you used to think. Never be afraid to question what others have thought of you. Just let it go. Never be afraid to question how others have thought about you. Just let it go. Let it grow. Let it be. And let yourself be free, okay? No judgment. No dismissal. No confusion. Connecting with your heart and whatever your truest desires are for yourself, and giving yourself the permission going into the soul of this life, the actual physical experience, and giving yourself the permission to allow whatever you want to happen, to come through, and to come true, and surrender to that path. You are so deserving of the experience. You are so lovely, and all that you feel connected to and feel worthy of it is worthy of your time. You don't have to wait for someone to celebrate you. You don't have to wait for permission from other people. All you gotta do is just show up for yourself and to be patient with yourself. Surrender and release and let go. 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 Surrender and release. Let go. Surrender and release and let go. Let go. Let go of anything that is holding you back or preventing you from seeing how beautiful you are. Accept your greatness. Accept your ability to show up and to be enough. Accept your strength and never be afraid of changing. Change into the person that you need to be in order to still grow and glow up. You are deserving of the highest energy and all that you want or desire. And welcome to your nightly self-care routine, babies. So if you're new, welcome, 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 babies. Nightly self-care routine. And if you're returning, love you, love you, love you, babies. Mama loves you. You know this is the space for you to take care of your self-love. So you do what you need to do. Some people like to journal. Some people who are kind of like creative, artsy-fartsy, like to do some of their art projects. Sometimes, I've heard this a lot, people like to spend time with their pets and they like to cuddle up during this time too. So love to share in this beautiful healing space, as well as sometimes people just fall asleep, which is okay too. Would like to let you know, if you'd like to be connected to our mystical self-care community, you can do so by heading on over to Patreon. That is Reiki Healing Help, and you can use the link in the description box. So we actually practice different things, explore different modalities, as well as there's this back catalog of all these things we've talked about. We've gone over so many things, so feel free to join that. It's only $3 a month, and so you definitely can't beat that with that. Also, sharing that Array Tarot has weekly moon cycle readings. Again, baby, look, we doing this, and I'm bringing back the Organize Your Purpose podcast, loves, and that will be up on Monday. So there's going to be an episode in there. So all that new to the community, we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing and bring us together as a collective in a community. And because consent matters, sweetness, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. Take a deep breath. May I touch you? Okay, let's do this. Take a deep breath. Relax. Coo, 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 coo. Okay. Okay. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. So let's move this energy in a very just wide way. Maybe I can tell you need a cleansing. So let's just cleanse this on through. And just take a couple breaths here. Let it all out. Let it all out. It is safe for you to let go of what hurts in order for you to heal. It is okay to prioritize your own healing over someone else's. And I don't say that meaning require someone else to prioritize your healing over theirs. I'm saying you cannot heal anyone until you heal yourself. You cannot support anyone until you are fully supported in doing that for yourself. And during this time, when we have this strong energy in Scorpio, and we have as well, what's coming up as well too, giving us that shadow side of Taurus, we have to prioritize our healing. There's not enough space to put yourself on the back burner anymore. You have to hold this space and understand that if you feel a little tender, you feel a little raw, this is the perfect time to take care of yourself. This is the perfect time to enjoy healing spaces. This is the perfect time to have grace, balance, understanding, and compassion. This is the perfect time to free yourself from the old ways of doing things. Maybe you're like, I'm okay with that. I don't need to do that no more. This is the perfect time to do that, okay? And be able to let go. Be able to search and seek things that are truly good for you, that will truly let you grow and move past this moment, and to embrace this next chapter of your life, to be certain of your journey, to be certain of your path, to be certain of your healing. Why not? Why not explore what is beyond the pain? But you can't get there unless you do the work of cleansing, unless you do the work of letting go. serves you and takes up too much space. And relax into who you are and who you are becoming. And feel free to connect with yourself here. Relax into this. Surrender to your greatest healing, your greatest teaching, your greatest balance, your greatest act of kindness for yourself and where you're going. Surrender into this purposeful place, this purposeful understanding, and this healing that belongs to you. How amazing you are that you heal that part of you that needs your unconditional love, that needs your patience, kindness, passion, and resilience. You have to heal yourself first. You have to make sure you are whole first. You cannot be blessed until you heal yourself first. Even if your intention is to help someone before you. What you're teaching them is to sacrifice your own self-care for another person, which ultimately leaves them at a victim state. Show them how to be empowered by being vulnerable with themselves and taking on the individual responsibility of healing their own selves. There is more beauty in the fact that they are their own hero, shero, theyro, than you being that, and vice versa. Just surrender to your deepest connection to this reality. And relax into this and surrender into who you are becoming. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and relax into this. Heal. You are strong enough to do so. You can let go of anything that is no longer working for your highest vibrational good or your greatest benefit. You will win. You will win. You will win. You will win. It is time to say no and mean it. So let your yeses mean yes, your no means no. And again, we're working from the inside out rather this dream comes to be, what would it feel like? And if you can capture that feeling, you can start to feel that now, while the universe bridges the gap between you and your goal. That way, it's not about all of these obstacles. It's not about all of the tough stuff. Instead, it's about focusing on what does work, what you can control, and ultimately finding peace, calm, and clarity. So if you are new to the practice, welcome, 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 babies. This is your nightly self-care routine for all my babies who are returning. Mama loves you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is where you can do whatever you need to do in your self-care journey. Just taking these moments for yourself, feeding yourself, growing those gifts, healing, working through whatever you need to work through, and just be loving and sweet towards yourself. Really bringing that gift that you have in your heart and sharing it with humanity. And that gift is dreams and goals and aspirations. Bringing it out into life. And if you fall asleep, you fall asleep. That's cool too. So take a deep breath in and out. And relax in this moment. Just hold this energy. Connecting with yourself. And connecting with the collective. We are all here for the highest vibrational good in order to share our gifts. And everybody gets nervous from time to time, wondering, are they good enough? Or will it actually happen? But instead of focusing on those things, focus on how powerful it is that you have such a strong intention for your dream, your goal, and someone else does too. And as a collective, it amplifies your ability to get to where you want to go. And what that actually feels like is it just feels easier, you know? You might know here's the path, but you might feel confused. But the more clear the answer becomes, the more you just are like, okay, I'll just follow that. No need to push back, no need to get lost in confusion. I know exactly what I want and where I'm going. And surrendering to that. So I'm going to get some cinnamon to clear out the space. And just relax. In this moment, surrendering to yourself. And going on a very deep, deep journey with yourself, taking your time with this mission. And this, of course, is cinnamon. We love our cinnamon here. Take your time with yourself. Go on that journey with yourself. Be at peace with yourself. Only you truly have the power to make your dreams come true, or to stop you right in your track. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Breathing in the cinnamon, allowing it to ground you. Cinnamon has grounding properties to it. themselves rather than inside of themselves. So the quicker that you show someone you are in control on the inside, the less likely they are to try to hold on and grip you on the outside. Unfortunately, there are other people who are much more accessible for them, but it shouldn't be you. So when you want to say no, say no. Say no, I will not, I won't, I can't. And when you want to say yes with all your heart. Yes, I'll do it. It doesn't matter how big it looks. I will figure it out. And connect with this energy. Remember that your dreams and your goals are those gifts that you brought with you into this experience. In order to see those gifts come into the physical, you have to change. You have to evolve. You have to grow. You have to adapt to the life that you want, rather than trying to make what you want adapt to where you are now. This place is done. It's time for you to move forward in the next chapter of your life. You've been feeling it. You've been wanting it. But now you're ready for it. And it will take time. There's no instant gratification here. It's going to take time. But learn how to build something. Even though the results don't come instantly. Learn how to go after what you want. Even though it takes time. Learn how just the joy of your own heart is enough to see you through. For a long time, these principles that I'm talking about, that I'm always giving you the tea, sweetness, are things that as I move forward in my journey as an individual and as a healer, I start to understand on an energetic level. But before, even though I felt them, I just couldn't explain them. And one of those things would be when you surrender to the universe and you just go after your dreams with a smile and you enjoy everything you love about it, everything just always falls into place. But if you don't know what's happening energetically, that takes a lot of faith, which is always a good practice. But I like to make it easy on you, so I'll explain to you energetically what's going on. Energetically, you're focusing on the internal rather than the external. And the quickest way to get to a goal, to accomplish something, or to manifest something would be to focus on the internal rather than the external. It's important to know what you want and where you want to go, but if you want to be in love, you can say, okay, I want a person who's like this, and that, right? But also at the same time, if you want that exact person, it takes time for the universe to bring that exact person to you. But instead, if you focus on the way the person makes you feel, okay? Because you're assuming that these characteristics or these traits will make you feel this way. Just focus on how you feel. That person will come to you quicker. Same thing with work. You know, want a job that's like X, Y, and Z because that's what you think. That will make you feel good or feel balanced or feel important. But instead, scratch that. Simply say, I want work that makes me feel this way. Feel secure. Feel important. Feel valuable. And that will come to you. Now you might be tempted to want to micromanage. Oh, what if they send me something that's too little? The universe never sends you something little. The universe sends you what you want or better. So you're the only person who can make what you receive little by just putting it in a box. If you allow the universe to do what it needs to do, it will send you much more. It'll be much more exciting. It's funner that way. So, during this nonstop November, whatever that goal is, that dream and that gift, look inside and see, how does it make you feel to accomplish that? yourself from some people's energy. I like to pour into you, baby, because I feel like so much happens in life that knocks us off balance. I like to pour into you, filling you up. But when you are on your own, going out into the world, I do understand that you may come into contact with people who maybe aren't so peaceful, and that may impact you. So sometimes when you need to be around your own energy, or energy you know for certain will feed this transformation and this change. Some people are so afraid of change that they just start acting crazy and self-sabotaging. But if you embrace change, you can then use this energy in order to form whatever you want. Just like sometimes we focus on structure, or we focus on patience, or we focus on comfort or enjoyment. Everything has its purpose at different times, and this is all about the change. So don't be afraid to be in your own energy, to say no, even if you love the people, even if you think they're great. Don't be afraid to say no, or to narrow those times with people in order to keep yourself up, or keep your energy wherever you need that energy to be. It's okay, you can be a great friend, but here's the thing: when you have conversations with people, you shouldn't have to bring your energy down to talk to them. Allow them to bring their energy up to talk to you. You're not being compassionate by bringing your energy down. You're being compassionate by requiring them to bring their energy up. And it's okay, they'll find other people to talk to and dish to on that energetic level, but they know to come to you when that energy is up. And they want that. They want to come to you when the energy's up. They're like, let me go deal with my stuff over here real quick, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. So balance it here. Smoothing and working through that energy. Surrendering to the beauty that is you, the life that is you, the balance that is you, the peace that is you, the persistence that is you, the change that is you. All of that which is you. And you are allowed to say no whenever you want to. And you're allowed to say yes whenever you want to. All of the above. All of the above. But what you want in your heart, this dream, this goal, this gift, is a requirement for your soul to live out. Breathe into this. Don't be afraid. Accept the challenge. Accept the challenge with a smile, honestly. Because how lucky are you that you actually know what you want? Tons of people don't know what they want. But how lucky are you that you know what you want? And if it's a big one, a big goal, be even more grateful. I'm so happy that I am able to live out this life and watch myself transform to the highest potential. You feel me? No need to take baby steps here. Trust that if you follow the internal, making sure that it's balanced and right, you will always find your light. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, family, I hope you enjoyed this session. I definitely have. Jet. I'm a Reiki master teacher and intuitive, and today we have a special healing session. We are going to be putting in the work and really starting off this new year that is right around the corner in a very, very strong and stable way, okay? So if you're new to the community, welcome, babies. This is your nightly self-care routine. You do whatever you need to do during this time. Sometimes people like to use this time to help them focus. Other times they just like to sit and enjoy the sessions. It is up to you, sweetness, whatever you would like to do with this session. I would like to let you know that it is Celebrate December. Yay! And as you know, you could showing them how to bring into their life their dream life. And I want to say showing them how to manifest their dream life, but it's not even that. It's not like sitting here and saying a mantra each day. It's not that at all. It's literally like, how do you balance your energy so that when you have a plan for whatever it is that you want in this life, that you will see that plan through. You'll be adaptable, you'll make changes, but you'll see it through. Because so many people give up on their dreams well before, the dream comes true. They give up on a dream before they even hit the real obstacles. It's a mind thing. And I've said before that, the magic or the manifesting or the healing is in the mind. And that kind of makes sense, like the things that we're doing in energy healing when we go in and initiate a change. We're initiating a reaction to tell your body to do certain things, to release certain chemicals, to communicate to certain parts of the body to do this, and that. So it could be seen as in the brain, So it's really important that you have a mental balance. I can't even say mental toughness. It's not about being tough. It's about being balanced. It's about having common sense. It's about having patience and relaxing. You ever met somebody whose energy is like, man, let me tell you something. I got a story time. I used to work with a lady, and her energy was like, whoa, she was all over the place. Oh my gosh, bless her heart. That's what old people used to say back in the day. Bless their heart when they are like, that person's a hot mess, but they want to sound nice even though they're saying the person's a hot mess. So I would say bless her heart, because she would throw these fits, and then she would come back down. She'd be crying one time, and then like that, then she would be like laughing. I'm like, I can't deal with what's going on right now. But bless her heart, but she was not balanced, and you could tell. She figured it out inside of her own self. Like, she had her own thing she was doing, but when it came to making others work efficiently, no, not at all. No, not at all. But had she learned how to balance herself, all of this, like, really, really good stuff, and really, really, like, these strong gifts that she had within her, oh yeah, she would have been like miraculous. And there's always hope that the person will grow into that too, that's cool too. But yeah, that energy was interesting, but it was a beautiful reminder for me, because it taught me what not to be and also to be 100% responsible for your own feelings. Does that make sense? If you feel upset, even if somebody makes you upset, it is not their responsibility, it's yours. If someone's making you upset, order to get there. There's nothing that you can't do. And if you can't do it, there's nothing that's preventing you from finding an alternative route to still get in the direction you're trying to go in. And also, things are not as hard as it may feel like. Keep it simple. You gotta kiss it. You gotta keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Take your time. Go through this journey. Go through this balance. Go through this flow. Don't judge yourself. Embrace the change you have. And embrace the work. Every time you're working towards something, it's building you up in a direction. And do the best you can. Do as much as you can. But don't overdo it. You know, it's important to have a nice balanced life. Just do the best you can. That's all that really matters here. Breathing through this. Relaxing into this energy. Finding patience here. And moving through this. Relaxing. Sleeping if you need to. But resting in yourself, feeling very comfortable in your body, in your skin. Who you are matters. Who you're growing to be matters. Who you can be matters. It all matters so deeply. Don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever feel like anything that you felt in the past, or done, or seen, or experienced is too big for you to grow into a better direction. All of these things are purposeful and done in a purposeful way. Can you imagine that this journey that you've been on has been one of healing and growth rather than pain and hurt and sabotage? Can you imagine that it is your choice to decide how you feel regardless of the situation and how the situation makes you feel, that you choose how you react to it? Sometimes when a situation is tough, those sad feelings can be very alluring, and I know it looks like mischievous that I'm saying it like that, but it feels satisfying to be like, this made me upset and I'm about to get pissed off, or this made me sad and I'm about to be sad, when there's always a little glimmer of something else, like clarity, or like laughter, or like peace. Look for those sparks, okay? Because that's the secret, you know? That's the cheat code to get you to where you need to go, to get you to the next level. It's like if you're in like a mystery room, you know, and you're like, where's the key? Like the keyhole, right? It's right there, that little glimmer. But everything else can be so alluring, like just kind of succumbing to the situation, but like there's that little keyhole, and like sometimes it's laughter, just going in there and being like, going over there and having that funny time. Breathing through that. Letting it go. enjoy the moment as it is. And just sleep in this energy, growing you, picking you up, embracing what's next, and putting in the work, putting in the work, putting in the work, putting in the work. Well, family, you have done a fantastic job. I really enjoyed this session with you, and I'm really excited to see how this next year is coming up and how it's going to go and flow. Been talking about Venus and Capricorn stuff. Already did that. Boom, boom, bap. Look at that. Already did that. And just really enjoying this time. This is a time of celebration. This is a time of enjoying what is going well. So even if things aren't going 100% in the direction you want to, or it may be going well, but you feel a little like, try your hardest to embrace the beauty of what's happening, as opposed to, the tough moments, because feelings are our friends, not our foes. Feelings are the paints on the canvas of life. It is purposeful for you to be sad sometimes. It is purposeful for you to be happy. It is purposeful for you to be joyous or excited or angry, or all of these different feelings, because it is those feelings that move us in a direction. But a lot of times people get stuck in one feeling. Even if it's happiness, they don't want to leave, they don't want to grow, so they kind of get complacent where they're at, and that happiness becomes stagnation. Or if it's sadness, they can't get themselves out of this sad feeling, so they remain stuck, and that sadness turns into depression. So it's understanding that feelings are purposeful. It is okay to feel them, but just practice a little bit more, being able to feel things and move on. And try to just have your regular resting state just be a state of peace and balance. That works too. Well, family, if no one has said it, let me go ahead and say it. All the hygiene stuff I used to say, and to get back to what I originally said. If no one has said it, let me go ahead and say it. I love you. I love you, love you, love you. Welcome back, family. Welcome to the Reiki healing, hope, community, a place to heal, relax, be yourself, and be surrounded by those who want to see you blossom and or bloom. I am Jessica, sup, I also go by Jet, and I'm a Reiki master teacher and intuitive, and today we have a special healing session we are working on. Hope heals. There is hope in the darkness. There is hope in the dark. So if you're new to the community, there's hope in the dark. It is all about figuring out how to make moves even when you don't necessarily know the answer or see the light. But so there's always hope just beyond that horizon. So if you're new to the community, welcome, welcome, babies. This is your nightly self-care routine. If you are returning, welcome back. Love you, love all for the highest vibrational good only. Please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So, I'm just going to start by clearing you out here and removing any of that past pain, past issues, past sadness, even the doubt, that feeling that, oh, nothing will ever change, or being stuck in a cycle. So just working through to remove that energy and to breathe into the space, this new clarity that you have for yourself. And we're going to work on building up your self-trust. That is something that we're working on this month in the Patreon community as well. So building your self-trust looks like always believing that you will figure it out, even when you don't have the answers, or even during times where it feels hopeless. Just know that even if you don't have the answer now, you will always find the answer, or it will appear to you. That's why it's important to have faith in whatever it is you believe in. I tell y'all this all the time. I'm not going to tell you what to believe in. That's your business. I'm just facilitating and holding a space for you to have that belief or non-belief. That's your business. It really is. But have faith in whatever it is that you have that connection to. And believe in the ability to connect the dots. So just doing some gentle energy movement here to clear away any distractions that makes you think for some reason you don't know the answer. You know the answer. It is available to you, and it is right there within you. So many times we self-sabotage, or we do not trust our instincts, because as you are raised, you're constantly being raised to not trust your instincts. I'll give you an example. When you're coming of age or you're growing up, a lot of times whoever is, raising you will teach you based off of the way that they were raised. And if they had areas of and so much impact to establish. And that's a part of the journey. Working through your shit while you're getting to where it is that you want to create a change or give it impact, or, leave your little drop of color in the world. And that's, how it goes. It's how the cookie crumbles. But trusting yourself is the key. You might think it might be money or having the right backing by people, or having a lot of people back you, or having the right love, having the right parents, having the right I don't know, there's so many different things, but the only thing that you really need is strong trust in yourself. That is the only bare minimum you need in order to succeed at whatever it is you want to do. Plus discipline and patience. That's important too, because there's going to be times on the journey where things don't move as quickly as you want, or you have to pivot. So being able to not give up when you hit a bump in the road, or you have to wait, or you have to pivot. Now don't get me wrong, feel free to feel frustrated, feel free to feel excited, feel free to be upset, feel free to live life the way that you need to live life, but do not stop. Trust yourself. There's going to be some times in this journey, as you are creating whatever it is that you're trying to create, that type of impact, there's going to be some times on this journey where your instinct will tell you one thing, but your feelings and your emotions will tell you something else, because the feelings and the emotions are trying to protect you from feeling uncomfortable in the moment. But you have to understand that sometimes you gotta have some delayed gratification. Sometimes in the moment you have to do what your instinct, what your soul has incarnated into this experience to do, rather than what makes you just feel safe in the moment, or feel like, oh, I don't think I'm strong enough to be out here and figure it out. And that's okay. You build strength and you build character by getting out there and, as you go through life, getting your ass whooped. And what I mean by that is not somebody beating you up, but sometimes in life you go through things. When you want something, when you really want something, there will be obstacles, but at no point do you ever give up on yourself. Take breaks, pivot, express your emotions the way that you need to, but don't ever give up on yourself. Anything worth getting probably took a lot of endurance, okay? And I'm saying be mindful as well. I'm not telling you to push it until the wheels fall off. In fact, that's not it at all. That's being very impatient. It's when you can be disciplined, precise, consistent, and have patience that you bring into life this impact that it is that you want to bring. Now, when or if there have been times in your life of sadness, pain, stagnation, is that an excuse for you to not go out and share what your soul wants to share with the world? And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I had some reflection about generations and how things shift generationally. For example, my generation and younger has a greater access to higher education than in previous generations. So it's likely that more people will go through that process of higher education, but not so much longer before. It was much harder, both in knowledge and even going the path, financing, things like that, for people to go through that higher education route. So I can't, be mad at my parents for not having a college degree or something like that. What it reminds me of is, if you've ever seen those stories of the person who works really hard and they move up in the corporate world, but they're just so ashamed because they came from not any money, and now they're around luxury, but they're just ashamed of their family. That, first of all, that's weird. That's weird, okay? But they're ashamed of their family, not realizing that they had more access to things than probably generations before. So that's my example. And the reason why I wanted to give you a financial example is because I'm going to relate it to emotional. And when it comes to forgiveness, understand that if you prioritize your self-care today and that you have access to self-care, understand that you more than likely have more access to the benefit of mental health support and awareness. It's not so long ago that, your parents, depending on, your generation, and your parents' parents did not have that same access to information that you do. So if you find that your parents are stuck and they don't understand how to treat you, in a non-toxic way, you feel like you're breaking generational curses, you feel like you're trying to let go of other people's baggage, you feel stuck in your family systems, you have to have some compassion towards them. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have boundaries, and I'm not even saying that you shouldn't cut a couple people out, that don't know how to act, but also understand that how lucky are you that you know enough to value your mental support, your mental health care, and they can't. If you ever felt like you had to parent people around you and take care of yourself at the same time, have compassion for the fact that as they went through their process, at you. But you can be compassionate towards the fact that some people are stuck. So just breathing through this, exhaling, and moving through this energy. You know, my intention is always to channel messages for the highest vibrational good, but also to validate any feelings that you have been having. If you ever feel small, but you know you're meant for something bigger, that you understand, yes, you are meant for something bigger. That if you ever feel helpless, that there is hope. Yes, there is hope. That if you ever feel stuck, you will figure out how to get out. Yes, you will do that. Just wanting to share that with you always. Well, family, I really enjoyed this session. Wanted to share what was on my heart in the space. And I want you to go out there and do the beautiful things you feel you are meant to do. Taking your time, but most importantly, trusting yourself. I enjoyed our time together. If you would like even more support, you can join our mystical self-care community on Patreon. If you want to smile, you can go on to our Discord server, to the gratitude community. And if you're looking to become a Reiki Master Teacher, I do have certifications, and you can register for that with the link in the description. I enjoy our time together. Cannot wait to see you tomorrow, babies, sweetness, and loves. And thank you for allowing me to facilitate this space. It brings so much purpose in my life to be able to connect with you all of these years, whether you are new or you've been returning. I really appreciate having this moment because it allows me to live out my full purpose too. Welcome back, family. Welcome to the Reiki, healing, hope, community, a place to heal. Relax, be yourself, and be surrounded by those who want to see you blossom and or bloom. I am Jessica Sup, a Reiki Master Teacher and Intuitive, and today we have a special healing session. We are healing your deepest self. So if you're new to the community, welcome, 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 sweetheart. This is your nightly self-care routine. And if you're returning back, so much love, so much care, and so proud of you for holding this space for yourself. I'm a facilitator of this space, but you do the power. Don't ever get it confused and think that it's me. It's not. It's you have the power. You hold the power. And as long as you show up for yourself and take care of yourself, that's the most important thing. So let's get started. Now, let's just work on shifting the energy. Because before we start getting into a, oh, life is happening to me type thing, don't want that to be the case. We're going to quickly shift it somewhere else. So just breathe in and out. Release and let that go. And start to see the life you want. That's it. Keep it very simple. Whatever life you want. Don't overthink it. You'll have plenty of chances to think about the life you want again. Start to see the life you want. Okay. Now start to make some decisions. What do you want in this life? And everything in the life has to make you smile. Like, it has to be peace, calm, happiness, luxury, baby. You want to have all that kind of feeling in whatever it is. And of course, your definition of all of these things is most important. It's not what you think somebody wants for you. It's what you want for you. So whatever just makes you happy and fun, go with it. Now, see what you need in front of you. Whatever it is that is going to bridge the gap, whether that is income or love or friends or connections, whatever that is for you, see it in front of you. Breathe into this. Relax. do. It helps you, but it unconsciously and passively helps another person too, because of the way that you are setting your intention here. So just breathing through this, inhaling and exhaling. Occasionally you'll see me do Reiki symbols. Other times you'll see Metatron healing hand positions. Both I am trained in. But as a seasoned practitioner, I believe in the intuitive healing experience. And so I'll do whatever the energy calls for. My practitioners know how I am. I'm always telling them, develop your own unique healing style. Learn as much as you can because you want to have as many tools under your tool belt. But help the collective in whatever way is best for you, if that makes sense. Whatever is your unique way, don't do it the way that I do it. Do it the way that you are being called to do it. And so this opening up is going to the deepest part of you. The deepest part of you, sweetheart, and just opening it up to just cleanse out. So occasionally I'll be quiet. I'm usually doing a blessing or pulling in source energy or whatever it is you believe in to cleanse that area. So I'm still with you, but just breathe deeply as I'm doing this. Pulling in the goddess vibrational good. The energy for the greatest understanding. Cleansing. Potential. Greatest amount of understanding. Patience, clarity. Okay. So, at this moment, if you had any resistance, that is what we're going to heal. If you didn't have any resistance, let's go ahead and amplify you. Okay, so you're already there, so let's put a rocket behind your back and get you going to where you need to go. So just allowing your heart to be open, your mind's eye to be open, your energy to be open. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing and letting go, and surrendering to your greatness. That's the most important part. Surrendering to the highest self that you are able to present in this experience. Don't shy away. Don't give up on yourself. Don't look the other way. Just face who you are. Face your strength and your beauty and your resilience and your understanding and your peace. Face all of that. Face the gratitude that exists within your body, within your heart, within your soul. And move through that vibrational frequency in that direction. Letting go of anything that's coming up. So as we do the work, it is not about reliving past trauma. It is about looking at it from a very bird's eye perspective and letting things go. Just washing. It's like washing a dish. You're just washing the dish of your soul, of your vessel, of your body, and just let it go. And feel this beautiful energy just flowing through you, cleansing all of that, the deepest parts of you. And just, when you got a cup, you got a little bit of the soap in there, you just we're gonna do that. And you all know I'm paid in smiles, so I need those smiles. And bringing that in, just pouring that out, bringing that in, pouring it out, bringing that in, and pouring it out. Okay, so I'm gonna be quiet a little bit. Again, going in to do the blessing. This is just where you want to just continue that process of just pouring out, pouring out, pouring out. As a healer, I often feel like it is important to So this is for all my healers out there, whoever you're working with, to feel as much a part of the healing and in control of their healing than it is just something outside of them. Because you never want someone to get into an unhealthy relationship thinking that the solutions are always external. No, the solutions always start within. We're having this session to reprogram you and retrain you to find that strength to do that self-healing until you can get to that space on your own, or to help maintain if you are in that space. Okay, breathing in and out here. So I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit. I'm still with you. Just bringing in the highest potential, the source of energy, and allowing the energy to float the greatest amount, understanding and potential. Believe. Give it no matter what. Okay. So, I'm going to do some Reiki symbols because I want to cement it. Reiki symbols are sigils, and they, to me, represent the combined energy of any person who has ever used a Reiki symbol for the highest vibrational good. So that is what we're sealing this with. We're sealing your deepest self with this, okay? Exhale. Okay. So how are you feeling? Okay, I just want to check in with you. Feel free to comment how this session is going for you. Breathing in and out. And trusting all of that. Trusting, trusting, trusting. Trusting, trusting. Now tell me something you want. You can put it in the comment section too. Tell me something you want. Like something that is just totally unreasonable, but you want it. Okay? And make it big. Make it big. If you happen to choose something that has to do with love, don't just say, girl, I want a man or something like that. Say like, I want a loving husband who X, Y, and Z and blah, 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 blah. Like, I need you to take it to the highest thing. If it's something about like a dream or a career path, I want you to tell me what is the highest level of that. Because this is a teaser, because you know what's coming up. You know what next month is. It's one of my favorite months of the year. Why is it? If you've been in the community for over a year, you know what I'm about to say. I rarely repeat themes, but Nonstop November is about to be a thing. Okay, so just breathe into this, giving the highest thing that you want. Release, let it go, and I'm just going to work to remove any inhibitions, anything that's like making you think like, everybody has it, it's okay, it's perfectly normal. But I'm just gonna remove those and give you an opportunity to feel what it feels like without having that, and to check in with yourself, breathing in and out. Okay. Opening you up, relaxing into this, smoothing through that energy, finding peace and clarity in that, and relaxing into it. What's coming up? I'm going strongly was power. And the second word that came up was freedom. And so power and freedom, it is accepting your power and giving yourself, granting yourself permission to have that freedom. You are in full control of your life, your money, your love, your health, your wellness, whatever it is, you are in full control of it. And you have to give yourself permission to be in that. Right now, if you feel not balanced in some area, it's because you're giving your permission away to someone else or something else. You need to take it back. Take back that you have the freedom to do so. Take it back and own that power. But here's the thing, a lot of times people give it away because it requires a lot. It's a very big responsibility to know that every part of your life you create, so you get the credit, okay? But everything that happens that you don't like, you also are responsible for correcting it. It is never a situation in which you are a victim and life is just happening to you. There are pretty messed up things that happen to people's life, and when you're a child, it makes sense because you're in a vulnerable situation that you could see yourself as a victim. But as an adult, you have the strength to be stronger than any obstacle that shows up in front of you, and you have support in the physical. If the obstacle is tough, there's mental health professionals and advocates. There are all kinds of supportive groups. There are all types of positive hobbies. There's things like life coaches. There's things like energy healers. There's things like medical doctors. There are all these people here to support you. And money should never be a reason why you can't get support, because if there's a will, there's a way. Meaning there's a lot of great resources that are for free. It just requires the effort. Now, if you're at a state, or if you know somebody who is at a vibrational state where they're just like, I don't even have the effort to get up, the first step is believing that you are worth it. If you can get to that first step, believing that you are worth going all in, not giving a damn about what anybody else thinks except for you, everything else will be much smoother than you think it's going to be. But you have to know that you are worth it. You have to value yourself in the way that you would want someone to value you, but you have to value yourself more important, or you have to value yourself greater than anything else. That this life you live is important, and what you've been sent here to do is important, okay? So breathe through this. Exhale. And going to the deepest parts of you, release all of the baggage. Just let it go. And start to fill yourself back up with your true power. Unlimited amount of energy. Patience, kindness, grit, determination, and peace. Tranquil peace, and protect that energy at all costs. Okay, closing that up there. Beautiful. Okay, good job. I hope you see the potential that I see, and I hope that you act on it, or I expect you to act on it, because, don't waste this miracle of life. You're so lucky to be alive. You're so lucky to breathe air, and people will really be changed by you, your story, and what it is that you share into the collective space. So don't dim your light just because it doesn't feel right. No, sometimes you gotta figure out how to share the gift or find gratitude for living, even during the tough times, even if that means you gotta go slower than you usually